And welcome everybody back to a brand new episode of the Lando Project. I hit that button totally by accident, but here we are. We are starting the show. We are live. And I got the big dog himself with me as always. Mr. B to the C.
Bro, you gotta go. You gotta go to the one shot. You gotta go to the one shot. You gotta get that one shot in there.
The one shot.
We
Okay,
gotta go
my
to the
bad.
one
My bad.
shot,
My
brother.
bad. I know.
Brother,
There you go.
We got Quantumania, brother, running wild up in this hole. We're gonna talk about it today, brother, because the Hulkster, the Antmanster is here, brother. What you gonna do?
That was great.
I know, right?
That was great. I can
I'm
see
sorry.
why you won that.
Oh, whoa, the belt
I
up
can
there?
see why you won. I can see why you always said you could cut an excellent promo, but you know who never needs to cut an excellent promo? It's our very own Lila, because she's back here today with the cat ear. She's back, ladies and gentlemen. We got her.
Made it. I'm here.
How you been?
Okay. Good.
How you been? Yeah,
Yeah.
you been solid. Yeah, you been
We've
straight.
we've been better,
Yeah,
but we've improved, so it's okay.
always improving. Stay improving.
Always.
Always
Always
improving.
stay on the grind,
Yeah.
guys. It's my birthday.
Grind calls and we answer.
It's my birthday, guys.
It's Lando Day.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Lando.
That's the excuse for the crappy thumbnail and the crappy title and everything that just went all wrong with the actual pre-production of this channel today. It's my birthday. I
Does
don't
it ever
care.
go wrong?
Or does it just go absurdly right?
Exactly.
I am so glad to be here with these guys. We have lots of movie news to tackle, lots of TV news to tackle, lots of good shit to talk about. We got Super Bowl trailers to discuss. We actually have some football stuff to discuss, and I don't even mean just my Eagles losing. I mean some other stuff as well.
No, we need to talk about them Eagles losing because that
Yeah,
made
we
me
can talk
some
about
money. That made me some money.
It was a good game.
It was, dude, I'm not going to
was
lie
a
to you. The
great
Super
game.
Bowl was one of the best Super Bowls I've watched in a long time. I'm not even going to lie.
It was a great game. I mean, and I'm not even going to be the one to complain about any of the penalties because, in my opinion, I thought the officiating was pretty much point on. It was spot on.
Yeah.
The officials did such a great job with calling that game. There was a lot of calls that were super iffy that they could have gone either way, but I think ultimately most of those calls went the right way. And so I don't want to go on this. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. I don't want to be an Eagles fan that jumps on the bandwagon that kind of discredits the refs.
Yeah.
The refs called a fair, honest game, in my opinion. It was just shitty that's what happened. But Jalen Hurts and Mahomes, man, we're looking at
They
some,
killed it, dog. They went out there and did the damn thing.
I
And-
heard they
and-
did good.
They did great. And on the precipice of Brady finally announcing his retirement again.
Fucking
And
finally.
So we're getting the old man out the way, seeing the two young bloods in there. Doing
Well,
their
we're
thing.
getting them out the way at least until the season starts again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then we'll see him come back after he has another divorce, right?
Oh.
Sorry, man. I
It's
had to take my shot in.
You're
But,
like, bro, fuck Brady.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to line up to go see 80 for Brady. Is all I'm saying.
Look, it makes I get why Brady came back. I understand it. Being somebody who's like, yo, if I had an opportunity to get back in the ring, do I need to be in the ring? Nope. Would I go back there? You goddamn right.
No, listen, I want this to be understood. I am not saying he was wrong to come back. I just thought it was funny to see his life implode around him while he did it.
I was going to say, it was a funny series of events. That
Some
followed after
people,
that.
in the words of Michael Kang, just want to watch the
The
world burn. And I enjoyed my front row seat on watching Tom Brady's world burn.
Yeah.
In
and
front
so
of
he-
literally everyone.
Well, to the extent of knowing that he got a 10-year, $375 million contract to broadcast for Fox.
Yeah.
He's
To
fine.
that extent. Right?
He's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, I just hate it.
Oh, he doesn't have Giselle anymore. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady will pull some females.
He'll be fine.
Exactly. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll survive.
But speaking of football, ask me where I was yesterday. Go ahead. Go ahead, ask me.
Where were you?
I was at the XFL.
Finally.
I'm not gonna lie to you. he opened it up. He was out there, and I really thought he was going to go. Finally, football is back. I was like, oh,
He
just say
should
it,
have.
Rob. Say he didn't. He didn't say it.
What did he say? Let's ball, baby.
Let's ball out, baby.
Let's ball out, baby.
Actually, it was more of one of my babies. It was like, let's ball out, baby.
Yeah, it didn't.
He threw the new day in there, baby. He had it rocking.
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like the delivery. I did not like the delivery. I liked the tagline, the way he said it.
To be fair, it was 2:00 in the afternoon. You'd probably gone through 7 glasses of wine already.
Number 8.
Oh!
Boo! Listen, I watched Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he will be very let down in the amount of wine I've been drinking lately. But I will be drinking several amounts of beer later on when we get off this episode today, so I will be taking that manhood back. Don't worry.
Oh, no. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with drinking some wines, man. I miss me some wines.
Man, I like the reds, man.
Yeah, the reds was my shit.
The reds. I can't do the whites.
I never did whites either.
I can't do the Wahite wines. We're not in here for that.
No cracker wines. No cracker
wine.
But no, so it was a very fun day going to watch the XFL. I had a blast at the game. It was a lot of fun. It was some of the worst football I've ever seen, but I don't care. It was still fun. There were moments that made me excited. There were moments I cheered. It was just
one thing.
What?
The kickoff. I like it.
Yeah, I
like
do too.
I like that kickoff style. Because in my opinion, I kind of appreciate the fact that it opens up the door for kick returns again.
Mm-hmm.
And it also minimizes concussions.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It definitely is different.
I definitely need to. I didn't get to watch the night game, so I'm going to watch some of the games today. But I definitely need to watch it on TV so I can pick up some of the rules, because there were some times that I was sitting there at the game and I'm like, what are they doing? What's especially the extra point? Like, you can't tell what they're doing. I'm like, what are they going for? I don't know what they're going for until they put the score up on the board.
So they made it quite different. How many rule changes are there compared to normal?
So like extra points. You go from the 2-yard, the 5-yard, and like the 10-yard, something like that. 1, 2, and 3 points. No kick.
I like that. That's backyard, bro.
There's
backyard.
There's also no onside kick. You just get the ball on your 20, 4th and 15.
Bro, you cannot tell me that's not how you play backyard football.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you play backyard. If we score from here, you get this many points. Score from there. That's what it feels. It feels like PE football. So I'm cool with that. That's cool. That's what's up, man. Lila,
but it was a lot of fun. My team is the Vegas Vipers. We definitely lost to the Arlington Renegades in a very unceremonial fashion. So
what is Lila's team going to be? She needs a team.
I do. Pick one.
Vegas Vipers.
Okay, period.
Boom.
I like it. I like alliteration.
Okay, what's my team?
Exactly.
It can't be yours.
Vegas Vipers.
Can't be yours. No. We're on 2 different flips here, man. We got to keep it going.
This is our opportunity.
Do I like
to
Arlington?
Be on the same page.
I like Arlington. You see, you lost to Arlington.
I don't. Don't you fucking dare.
I like Arlington. The way they go out there, they aim for the end zone. The way they're coached, the way that they run
their piece of shit.
The way they run the routes.
Their coach is a Sooner.
The way
he's a Sooner.
The way that they're just
dumb Sooner.
The way that they've never lost in their franchise history.
Oh my God, it's been one game.
It's amazing. I love it. They're winners, like me, Lando. Today's Lando Day, baby. We are here. Lila coined that term, by the way.
It's Lando Day.
It's Lando Day.
Happy Lando Day.
And we win over here on Lando Day, so you losers and your Vegas Vipers can shove it. Me and Arlington, we're going all the way. Until next week when I change up my team next week.
There's nothing I can say. So
because
we lost. I don't even have a win. I'm winless right now.
Yeah. We in there. But no, BC, so BC's gathered the news over the past few weeks. Over the past week, I should say. He's been going on the interwebs, looking at what's going on. So we're doing a weird thing. I'm no longer going to be in charge of the news here. Why? Because I'm unorganized and I'm unfashioned and stuff like that. And BC is better at this stuff. So BC, you got it.
Well, I
What we talking
figured with today, what we haven't talked about mostly has been we missed the Super Bowl because we were off last week, so we haven't really spoken about all the different trailers and stuff. So I kind of wanted to get y'all's opinions on all the trailers that dropped during the Super Bowl. We had a whole bunch of different ones, most notably the Flash. We finally got a Flash trailer, so we'll start off there and then kind of go through whatever else you guys would like to talk about that dropped during the Super Bowl. So what did we think of the Flash trailer? We got our first view of Michael Keaton. We got our first real view of Sasha Cale as Supergirl. And bro, Zod is back. Did not see that coming. What did you guys think about this Flash Super Bowl?
Lally, you want to go?
I've not seen the Flash trailer.
I'll go then. All
Thank
right.
you.
So
I was like, give me a
now,
second.
the great thing about being Lando Day is that it's the same day as Batman's birthday.
Aw.
And when the Flash trailer dropped, not only did we get what I believe to be honestly a great iteration of the Flash, I think he's going to do a great job. The tone of this movie sounds great. But not just that. But not only did we just get one Batman, we got the two greatest actors to play Batman of all time. They're in this movie. You got Michael Keaton's Batman and Ben Affleck's Batman. And I'm definitively saying that these are the two greatest portrayals of the character ever. And I'm waiting for all the Christian Bale hate. Because bring it. Because Christian Bale was a mediocre to... He's not mediocre. He was average. He was an average Batman.
Yes.
He was average. He's not mediocre. Mediocre's Clooney. But Keaton and Affleck are my favorite Batman.
Yeah.
And obviously they have two different times when they came out. Keaton, of course, is the OG in my opinion. I mean, and this is taking Adam West out the equation. Adam West is Tupac and Biggie. We already give them credence, right?
Yeah.
But Keaton is Batman. For a lot of us, Keaton is Batman. We grew up with that Batman. We always go back to that Batman. New kids, when they're watching Batman, they at some point turn on that 89 Batman to see Keaton and Nicholson. You know? Mm-hmm. And so to see him back and to see him walk in that frame and, I'm Batman. Yeah. That's his line. And all the other Batmen that have said it after that, they're really paying homage to him. Paying homage to him. So I'm super excited to see Keaton in this. He looks great. The costume looks a little
clunky.
Looks a little plasticky.
Yeah.
Well, that's because his costume was plasticky.
Yeah, it was plasticky.
Look, you ain't getting no tech Batman.
Yeah, you're not getting the tech. And now that you mentioned that, yeah, I guess
rubber suit.
Rubber. It's rubber. And then they flip the coin, and then you see
he can't even turn his neck.
And he still can't turn his neck. If you look at the trailer, he still can't turn his neck. He drops down and he still can't turn his neck. And then you flip the coin and you see Affleck over here on the bike, which, by the way, I love how Andy Muschietti is shooting the cinematography of this, because with every version, you're getting like a look of the different Batman movies. The zoom in on Keaton is very reminiscent of that 89 style that Tim Burton used to do. Mm-hmm. When you see Affleck on that bike, even for a moment, we're accustomed to seeing Christian Bale on that bike. And
I thought it was.
And it looks like it, and it was just framed that way. So, man, Andy Muschietti, I understand if they're not going to continue with Ezra Miller as the Flash, but God, I know they're not, but I would love for them to continue to have Andy Muschietti direct more of these movies in this day and this, because they could be Russo brothers, because this tone of this movie looks like something that can go head to head with the Russo brothers kind of picture. So I'm excited.
It looks like a mix of a comic book, like not too cartoony, but it felt like a comic book movie, if that makes sense. Yeah. With the same, like, not the feel of the Dark Knight, but you know what I mean. More like a serious tone, but it looks like a comic book. So I just watched the trailer. Well, I watched 30 seconds of it. I imagine there's a longer trailer out there.
Oh,
but
it's good.
Well, I was gonna say I only watched the 30-second trailer. I only watched the one that was on during the Super Bowl. However, when I went to see Antman the other night, the full trailer was on there, so I kind of caught a little bit more of it. Yeah.
So I saw both trailers the same time. I just went. And,
I wasn't planning on watching that full trailer, but
that full trailer to me was dope. I mean, and then you mentioned Zod. Man, Michael Shannon Zod. I mean, I think he's one of the most underrated villains in comic book history.
Oh yeah.
You know, is that fair to say? Like, because
I will find him.
Oh my God, that's my shit.
That is my favorite line in almost any superhero movie.
Dude, it's
just watching him. I will find him. I will find him.
I'm excited for this, dude. But yeah, I was gonna say he's one of those underrated comic book villains. Everyone gives credence to Thanos and to Killmonger. I mean, we're obviously living in an MCU heavy fandom right now. So obviously DC villains don't get their credit, but Michael Shannon's fucking Zod is solid. And to see now this perspective from Ezra Miller's perspective, from the Flash's perspective about that day. Because we had Superman's, obviously, then we had Batman's and BVS. Now we're getting the Flashes on his tip. That's tough, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, but it's a different day. It's a different day because he's gone back and changed the past, and now there's no Superman to stop Zod.
Right.
So it's going to be very interesting to see that is. But you know, you brought up the MCU villains, and we got our first real look into Guardians of the Galaxy as well. And we got to see our new villains there, and this thing looks, that High Evolutionary looked like somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. High Evolutionary look crazy. What we think about this Guardians trailer?
The High Evolutionary is doing the Joker. Remember there was that Joker comic rendition when the Joker had his face peeled off, and
the one they did on Gotham.
Yes, the one they did on Gotham. So he has that look.
I love that one. My bad. Love that one. Sorry.
Where's the Chadwick Boseman T'Challa?
Let that go.
We don't do this here. We don't do that here.
We don't do that.
We don't do that here.
I just really like that actor. I'm sorry.
I do too. Great.
Good actor. But
that was
the
Cal
worst.
Kestis.
I love that actor so much that I forgave it.
That's Cal Kestis, baby. He's cool. We like Cal.
Look, I watched all of Gotham. Okay.
Really?
I started and went all the way through. Matter of fact, I liked it so much, Warner Brothers sent me the DVDs to review.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my problem was I would hate like 4 or 5 episodes in a row and then fall in love again with because they do a great episode and then complete
what was his
shit.
name? Cameron Montague.
Cameron
Montague.
He was in Shameless.
He was really, when they did that first, what we thought was going to be the Joker, but then they made it not the Joker. That was great.
Yeah, like the first
when they did that other stuff.
None of it was good.
I liked
that first shit. That first shit gave him a back. No, you don't know who the Joker.
No, I didn't like the backstory part. No, I did not like the backstory. I did not like the backstory whatsoever. But his portrayal with it, I thought he did a good job. I don't like the way that they structured his backstory because I hate giving Joker a backstory. I hate it. I don't like, and that's my issue with all the Jokers so far, except for Heath Ledger's. Even Jack Nicholson's had a backstory, and I don't even like that shit.
See, the only reason I like the Jack Nicholson is because it's nostalgic. All right, because when I was a child, I didn't give a shit.
That's fair, and that's totally fair. But looking at it from if I'm going to critique the same, I can't differentiate my critiquing because of nostalgia. I agree with you. The nostalgia, I kind of give it a slight pass.
Also, different era.
Also true.
Things were
different. But I don't like my Jokers with backstories. I like the Heath Ledger shit where it's convoluted. No one ever fucking knows. He doesn't need an origin story. He doesn't need one. I give a little bit of exception with the Joker movie.
I didn't like the Joker.
Because the Joker movie, you don't know if that's true or not. You don't know what the backstory is.
It's a twisted narrative.
Also, the fact you find out that his mom adopted him, so you still don't actually know who he was.
That's true. Yeah. That's fair. And I like that you said that because that gives me a different.
And that's the one thing I said going into the Joker movie. I was like, all you have to just give me one line that proves that he still doesn't know who he is.
Bitchy.
And they gave it to you at the end.
But back to Guardians.
Get back to Guardians. No, the trailer looks immensely great. I mean, the movie looks fantastic, and I'm already on a high coming off the holiday special.
Yeah.
But this trailer, dude, it just makes me. And obviously they're doing this to fuck with us, but it definitely feels like someone's dying in this. I don't think it's Rocket. I don't want it to be Rocket. But the trailer was great. I mean, I didn't like it as much as I liked the Flash trailer, but I thought it was really, really solid. I mean, I just, what did we talk about before? When we talked about how my anticipation isn't there because I know I'm going to go anyway to go see it.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. But I will say, hearing lately about, I mean, just Marvel movies in general, I need to see Antman. But hearing the reviews that are coming out about this, I'm worried about it. And so I'm not, my excitement is kind of waning on Marvel. But for this particular project, it is James Gunn and I trust him. So I am kind of still trying to keep my excitement up there.
I feel there's a culture shift going on with Marvel right now where like people are starting to turn away from it and Hollywood's getting like pissed off about it. Like they're like Marvel's taking over.
We will definitely break through Marvel when I talk a little bit about Ant-Man here in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second.
We have a lot to talk about with Marvel. But we also had, outside of our superheroes, we had a brand new Dungeons and Dragons trailer.
I saw that.
This thing looks so much fun.
I didn't watch it.
It looks fun.
I think it has a problem. I think it has a problem. And I want to know y'all's opinion. Ant-Man. And I had a bunch of my friends with me, and one of my buddies is sitting next to me, and the Dungeons and Dragons trailer starts, and it's going, and my buddy's like, "Oh, this looks awesome. Oh, this is so good. This is gonna be crazy. Hey, can we go see this?" And he's not a movie guy. He just every now and then goes to movies with me and hangs out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's like, "Oh, this looks really good." And then the title card came up. It said Dungeons and Dragons, and he immediately goes, "Oh, never mind. I don't want to see that."
What?
Why?
Really? No, yes, immediately because he immediately saw Dungeons and Dragons. So I want to know: do you think that's going to help or hinder Dungeons and Dragons?
I think it'll help it.
I think it'll do the same exact thing that a DC movie does. It's going to hurt it.
That's true, because I know a lot of people are like, "Yeah, but it's DC." You know what I'm saying? No matter how good it looks, I know a lot of middle America, just regular people that aren't in this sphere.
Yeah.
Going, yeah, but it's DC and their shit always sucks.
But to be fair about the Dungeons and Dragons thing, there hasn't really been a movie since the Wayans kid was in the last one in like 04, 03.
Yeah,
I was about to say, have they had movies before?
They had one Dungeons. It was one of the worst things.
Oh no,
Marlon Wayans was in it.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
And that's not anything against Marlon Wayans. It's just Marlon Wayans in a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
It was bad.
About that.
It was worse. It was worse than Aragon, and Aragon was pretty bad.
Really?
It was worse than Aragon. I remember that was one of the few movies that I actually like walked out of. Was D&D, and after Wayans, because he doesn't make it, he gets killed in a weird way. And after that happened, I was like, this movie sucks, and it was just like, this movie sucked. I was so upset of myself for even watching that movie.
Yeah,
it was bad. But with this one, I don't understand why. I've been hearing that it looks great, and I saw the old trailers for the old teasers and stuff for it, and it looks great. I just haven't caught the Super Bowl trailer because I don't want to see anything else.
That makes sense.
I don't think I need to see any more of the trailers to get the vibe of it. It looks like a D&D kind of product.
Yeah.
But I think that there is a bias on D&D where when I think people will get more of an understanding of D&D, they'll realize it's just like their Marvel shit.
Yeah.
It's just like
shit. Well, but D&D, like, to me, like, there's level of nerds, all right?
There is levels.
And me growing up, I was like, nah, superheroes are cool. That D&D stuff's for losers. Those are the nerds. All right, that's for D&D's for nerds. I'm not a nerd. I'm a jock. I just happen to like superheroes too. D&D is for nerds. All right, and that was before.
That shit is awesome.
Yeah, that was before I found out that I was actually a nerd. I was in denial.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So that's what intrigues me though, because I go, okay. Because my buddy was he was excited to see it until he saw the title.
That sucks, man, because I'm excited to see it regardless if it's D&D, but I had kind of been saying this for a while when it comes to DC properties. Whenever you can have a trailer, and that Flash trailer, I don't care what you say, that Flash trailer looks fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a great cut trailer. Just like that Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer looks awesome. Just like that damn Fast 10 trailer looks awesome.
That's what I was going to move into next. Transformers Rise of the Beast. We got to hear old boy as Mirage, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Really?
What did we think about old Pete Davidson being Mirage? I liked it.
I didn't even realize that was Pete.
I know, right?
Which is the best compliment I can give you if you're doing voice acting.
Exactly.
If I can't piece it together and it's seamless, it works. It's the best compliment I could give you. He crushed it. I mean, and I like the fact that his name is Mirage. Obviously, the cars. Mirage.
It's definitely a different Mirage than in the comics and the cartoons, but it is very fun to see, man. I like this role. I think it's gonna be. And I love Anthony Ramos too. So
very talented actor.
Yes, the more Anthony Ramos, the better.
I'm guessing this is the young kid that's in the trailer with Mirage.
Yeah, and he's in The Heights and Hamilton.
Yeah, he's a very talented actor.
Both
He's
things
been like
I've never seen.
He's been like on the rise for like for way too long. Like I'm like he's coming, and then like he takes
this
like
is
5
it.
years
This is coming out party because now he's got Blockbuster with behind.
Yeah,
that's how I've been feeling about Jonathan Majors. I'm like, yo, don't worry.
No. Jonathan Majors is here.
No, Jonathan Majors has made it.
Jonathan Majors isn't
what I'm
coming.
saying is, I was saying that
here.
when Lovecraft was out in 2018, 29, I was like, yo, there's this kid coming. He's coming.
Did you see him at All-Star Weekend?
Yeah.
Him and Michael B. Jordan were like hosting or something. I had it on while I was watching. I had it on my second TV while I was watching WWE last night, and I just see him. I'm like, oh man, it's Kang and Killmonger.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Can I ask you a question about Jonathan Majors? And I don't make a big topic. I just want to ask you this one small question. Jonathan Majors is crushing it. He's crushing it, and he's rising at such a vicious speed right now. At least in the zeitgeist. I should say.
Yeah.
Do we have another actor recently who's kind of done a similar thing? Besides like a Chadwick, right? But kind of came from pretty much not being known. I guess 11, right?
11, yeah.
11.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
I mean, it kind of happens every couple years. A new star becomes like right now we're seeing Jenna Ortega become the girl.
I'll say Jenna Ortega. I want to say her, but she also like she had background. Like she was on. She was on Jane the Virgin. She was on You. She was in the
MCU.
Eggs. She was apparently in the MCU. She pops up in the Ren.
Jenna. I would argue Jenna is still coming up. I don't think she's.
I don't think she's peaked.
Like Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown is there.
Yeah, but Jenna is the hot topic right now. But no, you're right with Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors did have a lot of stuff. Like he was in White Boy Rick, which was a very underrated movie.
Dude, it was awesome.
And then I think he really started coming up with the Five Bloods.
Five Bloods was awesome.
Five Bloods hit, and you're just like, oh, this guy. Yeah, and then Lovecraft and
Lala, if you haven't seen Lovecraft Country, please do yourself. Please do yourself the service to yourself and go watch Lovecraft Country because a lot of people, and I'm one of them.
The unfortunate one season.
The unfortunate one season.
No.
I am one of the people that believe wholeheartedly in my blood that show would have been better than Stranger Things. That show would have been better.
I agree.
But
here's what happened with Lovecraft Country. The world found Jonathan Majors and said, "Hey, you don't have time to do this show on HBO. You got a future to go make. All right, you got to go fuck with time a little bit." And so he went and fucked with time, and now he's Kang. And
exactly,
Kingdom Come.
Yeah. So, all right. Next up, we had 65, another trailer for Turok, the dinosaur hunter.
I see it.
I'm ready to buy my ticket.
It's not really Turok, but
I'm ready to buy my ticket. I'm ready to buy my ticket.
Do y'all remember Turok?
Turok, no.
Oh,
I don't remember.
No. Oh my God, Turok Dinosaur Hunter was a N64 video game franchise. And it was like a first-person shooter, but you're back in time and there's dinosaurs. And it was awesome, man. I loved Turok, man. And this just feels like live action Turok.
Feet Adam Driver.
Yes. I'm so on board for this, and I really hope it plays out that it's like, oh, humans landed on Earth and that's what killed the dinosaurs.
Oh, dude.
Turok, there it is. I see it.
Oh, dude. I remember that.
Yep.
I was like, Turok, what? And I remember the cover just being like, I was like, okay, there was like that's all the
yeah,
Turok.
It's him versus a raptor on the cover.
Turok.
I got you, fam. No, but I'm in for this. I didn't even need this trailer for that. I was so the first trailer. I was on the first trailer, dude. Going back, he has futuristic technology fighting dinosaurs. Duh.
I love dinosaur movies.
This is every 6-year-old boy's dream.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
When I would take my little Star Wars figures and pull off my Jurassic Park figures and just it's the same shit. It's the same shit. You love to see it. You love to see it. This looks great.
All right, next up we had Indiana Jones finally got a full trailer. What did we think?
Did not see that. It got the big game spot, is what it says.
Yeah, that one. Big game
I was
spot.
gonna say it got the big game spot.
What does Steve Austin say? It looks like a big old pile of trash.
I don't ever remember Steve Austin saying that. But
I was gonna say, I don't remember
but okay. I see where you're going with it. Really?
Of trash. I don't think this movie's gonna be good at all.
Really?
I have no hope for this movie. I don't.
Okay.
Nothing about these trailers and the music. God, I love the music. The music is trying to pull me back to nostalgia mode, but damn it, I do not care about this movie.
Wow.
I was gonna say, it just looks like an Indiana Jones movie.
Well, yeah, see, that's where I'm at. I'm here with Lila. I think it just looks like Indiana Jones. And honestly, I'm not the biggest,
It
oh my God,
just
Indiana
looks
Jones
like
fan.
an Indiana Jones movie. Listen to what you just said. It just looks like. When did we get to the point where Indiana Jones movies were just Indiana Jones movies?
Well, for me, forever.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Indy's good. I like indie movies. They're good movies. I'm not dying to go see another Indiana Jones. I've never been, I have to sit down and watch this Indiana Jones. I've been like, that's a good movie. It's a good movie to watch. I like it. It's fun. But it's not
it's
like,
on. Like,
let's go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, happy for Harrison Ford. Wrap up your shit. But, I mean, after this, dump Harrison Ford, get a new kid, relaunch the franchise, make it over again, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not interested in this movie. I have no passion to want to see these movies. And I saw the Super Bowl trailer, and I saw the one online, too. It's just not.
See, the trailers actually made me more interested because I wasn't interested. I was like, whatever. I'll go see it when it comes out. But now, then I watched that trailer. I was like, oh, this looks fun. This could be a fun movie. I'm excited for it.
I
can see it with my grandma.
I was more excited about it before I saw a trailer. Honestly,
I might take my mom to see it.
yeah, I'll say it's a family outing.
the trailers ruined my fascination to go see it. The trailers did the opposite for me. The trailers single-handedly killed my enthusiasm to see this. I have zero enthusiasm to want to see this. I would rather go see. Well, there's a movie on Netflix right now with like Reese Witherspoon and like Adam Driver or some shit or something. Somebody.
My House or Yours?
That shit. I rather Ashton Kutcher. I'd rather watch that shit than Indiana Jones.
I need you to stop hating on Netflix rom-coms. All right, because
I was gonna
Netflix
say,
rom-coms.
my mom loves that movie.
They're awesome.
That's what's up.
They're awesome.
Glad she does.
I'll say that movie was fun. I enjoyed that movie.
All right. Well.
I'm
Next
sorry.
up, what about
pardon the little fart things? This is what I do with my son because that's the only thing that makes him laugh.
this is my this one is the one that caught me off guard. The one I loved the most from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Air.
Fuck. All right.
Did y'all see Air?
Yeah, it looks good too. I'm ready for you to say that on the trailer. But yeah, Air looks good. Air looks good. I'm excited for Air. I am excited for Air. I am.
This is another Oscar moment for
Affleck.
For Affleck, yeah, he's gonna.
Who's directing it? Is he directing it?
I don't know who's directing actually.
Oh,
Okay.
I hope not.
Why? Did you not like him directing?
I just remember this one really weird movie he made, like, a really long time ago. Like, yeah, no, like, if you look up, like, the first movie Ben Affleck made, I honestly believe it's, like, lost media at this point. Like, because he's also been like, I hate that movie. I don't want anyone to know I made that movie.
I mean, everyone has a stinker, but he's also made
Yeah.
Argo. He's also
He made
The
Argo?
Town.
Yeah, he directed
Argo. Won an Oscar for that.
Maybe I can't forgive him.
Then he made The Town. See, to me, The Town is his best.
We'll see. Maybe I can't forgive Ben Affleck.
The Town is my favorite. Now, that's what we're talking. We're talking about Air. I like this story. I like this idea. How do we get to the most famous shoe in the world? Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what Air is about. It's about these two guys and how they get Michael Jordan on their team to make the Air Jordan.
Air Jordan.
Right? So, and you have Matt Damon and you have Ben Affleck as the two lead stars. Is Ben playing the CEO?
Oh, this has to be the movie you're talking about, Lila.
I can't remember what it's called. It's very weird.
Yeah, this is a weird time. I killed my lesbian wife, hung her on a meat hook, and now I have a 3-picture deal at Disney.
Yes. He's always like, don't bring it up. I don't want to remember it. I'm ashamed. I'm like, you should be. Like, that's a rough one, man.
You know, there's some things we just keep buried.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Keep it buried. I don't want to know.
That's what always stuck with me.
So there was a trailer for a movie called Strays. Did we see Strays?
I did.
What is that?
I did see Strays.
Strays is the R-rated comedy version of Homeward Bound.
Will Ferrell,
Will Forte, Jamie Foxx, and Isla Fisher.
That sounds bro. So fun.
At first, the movie looks hella corny when it looks like at first like those those voice acted live action dogs. It's like, you have a group of dogs that are live action and people voice over them, and it's like, okay, that's the gimmick. But Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx had me dead the whole time in that the trailer is fucking hilarious. The trailer is so hilarious, dude. I want to go see the movie.
I was gonna say, it just sounds like a great concept.
I'm a little worried because I don't find Will Forte that funny.
Really?
Yeah,
he's hit or miss with me.
He really ruined Scoob for me. Like, he ruined Scoob.
Gotcha.
Every time he spoke, I was like, "Shut up! You're not Shaggy."
Oh yeah,
that's not his fault.
I could see that ruining.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, he could have said no to the role. He could have said no.
You know what you should do with that?
He could have said,
Clooney
"Hey."
Category.
He could have said, "Hey, I'm not right for this role." And George Clooney was better than Val Kilmer, but I'm still on board for Strays. I think Strays is going to be good.
Yeah, that's not his fault, man. You got George Clooney that, bro.
All right, now I'm assuming this is the one that you want to talk about. Scream 6 had a new trailer. I'm sorry. Fast 10.
Another
one. Holy shit.
Family. The one thing that I love about doing the Lando project is because I look at you like my family.
And I got Coronas.
And we always have Coronas. We love nice cookouts. And goddamn it, any chance to make fun of Tyrese, we will take the opportunity and run with it.
Facts. Yo. And what I love is this isn't the end. This is the beginning of the end of the road.
Part 1. Part 1 of the finale. Well, they're doing the Harry Potter. They're doing the Harry Potter, bro. They're doing the part 1 of book 7.
Bro, this looks so over the top and insane.
I'm so excited.
I'm all in.
I love it, bro.
I love Fast and Furious.
Can I say this, man? Fast and the Furious. I think that most people have. When I look back on the Fast and Furious franchise, because we're going to obviously end it after the next one. And what I mean, we're going to obviously end it. They're going to put it to bed for about 6 years until they come up with some new story to continue it with Brian's son later on down the road, right?
Of course.
No pun intended. But I will always look back on this franchise of just being absolutely fucking fun. It's fun.
It's
It's
fun.
fun. It's a fun movie. Everyone wants to be in these movies. They're fun. They're the fun Vengers. They're the fun road
They,
Vengers.
they are.
At this point, Vin Diesel can
Exactly.
beat Kang the Conqueror if he really wanted to. Vin Diesel and his fucking GTO can single-handedly stop all the incursions, defeat Dormammu, travel to the quantum realm, and defeat Kang. Okay? That's how confident I am with Vin Diesel at this point as Dominic Toretto.
Well, that's because he's got family.
He's a Nexus Point Avenger at this point. He's already saved the world from Thanos. He's already defeated Darkseid in the Snyderverse in his realm. There's no one out there that can defeat Dominic Toretto and
his family.
The only person that can fight Dominic Toretto at this point is Popeye and his spinach. That's it.
Yeah, that'd be a match.
Popeye and the spinach versus Dominic Toretto and family. Now we got a ball game. But no, I love these trailers. This trailer looks awesome.
We need to get superhero beat down to do Popeye versus Dominic Toretto.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. No, this trailer looked great. You had everyone coming back. Obviously, I love that they brought John Cena back and their family. You know, literally in this sense.
Family.
There was I watched that trailer about 10 times. There was a shot with the girl, Michelle Rodriguez, and her stunt double was on the bike. And she hit the pivot, bounced it over the rail.
Yeah.
Landed, turned, and kept going. Bruh. That stunt deserves an award.
Yeah.
That shit looked awesome. I'm in for it.
Hey, very, very random. I just happened to look down at the chat. Fredtastic 314 brought up Glenn Powell is kind of on fire. That's another one coming up, just like Jonathan Majors.
I got words on Glenn Powell
on that rise.
I got words on Glenn Powell, man, because I think he's going to be the DC universe.
Glenn Powell is coming up, most definitely.
I think he's going DC, man, and by that I think he's your Hal Jordan.
Ooh,
I could definitely. He was in Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
I think Glenn Powell is your Hal Jordan.
Wait, no, hold up. He was in the masterpiece, Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Was he?
What?
I was about to. Y'all, you don't even know like how
the original with the original MODOK.
What?
With original MODOK.
With the original Junie Cortez and Carmen Cortez.
Sylvester Stallone, George Lopez.
Who did he play?
Oh my God, George Lopez is in Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Really?
Yeah, you've been talking about this before. Yeah.
He's playing Jaime's uncle.
Yeah.
Why is he?
Listen.
He's always in the most random spots.
What are we talking about Glenn Howell for? Why are we bring up Glenn Howell?
Oh, because Fredtastic in the chat when we were talking about.
You're right.
Yeah, he's
right.
on the rise too, and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's a good shot. I should bring that up too.
I can see Glenn Howell being a Hal Jordan in DC, and I don't know. I know that's biased because he was already a fighter pilot in Top Gun.
Yeah.
But dude, he was perfect. He was perfect. He was Hal. He was a cocky dickhead.
Yeah.
Cocky dickhead pilot. Check. And he's not Ryan Reynolds, so it's cool.
Yeah, so it works.
It's good.
It works.
But yeah, so
what'd you think about it, BC?
I loved it. I think this is going to be the greatest comedy of the year. I cannot wait to see this.
One thing they're not talking about is Brian is going to be in the movie.
Yeah, they haven't showed us.
His
brothers are playing him, right?
His brother is playing him, but they haven't shown that yet.
Are they CGI-ing him? Are they CGI-ing him, or is it just going to be his brother?
They are CGI his face on his brother, but his brother gave them permission to do that.
Okay, still weird.
Yeah, I wish it would just let his brother play the role.
Yeah.
Well, they do already look extremely alike.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like screw it. We will let that go. We'll be okay with it.
You see, you will.
I knew.
You will and you will.
Yeah.
You got to think about audiences. You know what I mean?
Cody Walker.
You got to think about audiences.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I no matter what, I'll say this. I'm glad they're at least bringing him back into some extent.
Look. They went to space in a Fiero. Okay.
Okay, you're actually right. Yeah.
If Brian looks a little different, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm sorry.
No.
They went to space in a Fiero. I'm not gonna worry about a different actor playing Brian O'Connor.
No, I'm gonna be okay, guys.
But if they can pull out the CGI though, wouldn't it be at least like kind of like that's cool? You know, that's what's up. Like that's kind of the feeling that I would get from it. If I'm watching it and I can see Brian,
But
I mean,
how cool? How cool would it be for Brian's brother to be able to see his own face on the screen? Go, God, I get to play my brother's character.
Yeah.
That's
cool
you know,
and all, but it's not him.
But it's still like I honestly feel like it takes away from the Fast and Furious aspect of it. Like,
I think if I just saw a different person saying that he's
what?
Brian,
What?
Like,
So
what the
Cody,
fuck?
Cody ain't family.
What the
Cody
fuck?
can't be.
Cody's not family.
No,
Let
not
the
our
code
family.
man be family. Let the code man in.
That's. I mean, I'm cool with it, but I'm just saying. I honestly, I don't care either way. I just think that I would have a better reaction.
Yeah.
If I would see a Brian nostalgic face. That's all. If they do end up making it whatever his brother, that's cool. I'm not gonna be a dick about it.
Okay. Do we want to talk about I Am Legend 2? Is that
I do.
you do? We have some thoughts on the fact that we are getting an I Am Legend 2. Will Smith is coming back. We better keep his wife's name out of our mouths.
Yeah.
I mentioned they're on screen.
Well, I was curious what you were thinking about the fact that they were sticking with the alternate ending.
Michael B. Jordan.
I'm sorry, BC. On my end, you cut out. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying was not only are we getting Will Smith back, but it's also Michael B. Jordan coming in on this.
Right. And that's what I like. And I like and this kind of when I sent it to you, I wanted to get your thoughts. They said that they're using the alternate ending.
Yes.
The alternate ending. How do we feel about them going that way? Do you think audiences are going to receive it well, or are they just going to just adapt to it, or they're going to still remember? Or do you think people forgot?
Audiences aren't going to give a fuck. They're not going to remember.
Right.
I guess
there's going to be a vocal point on Twitter that was like, I don't get it. This isn't what happened, but shut up. Yeah. I'm not worried about the lore of I Am Legend. Sorry, I'm not.
I'm not really either.
Lila?
Am I tripping, or was there a sequel to I Am a Legend? I Am a Legend.
Tripping.
I'm Legend.
We have been talking about it for years.
Okay.
The Last of Us.
Okay. Did Will Smith do another Apocalypse movie where he's like with a white woman? Okay, exactly. I was like,
with a white woman,
right?
I don't know another one with a white woman.
He did marry a white woman.
I know he did After Earth with his son, which was
Wait a minute.
Bad. That one was bad.
Wait a minute. What?
I might have just made a whole movie in my head.
Hancock.
Thank you. I was like,
there you go.
Nope.
Hancock
He was in love with he was in love with a white woman in one of these movies.
that tracks.
I love white women. Second of all, he's been with several white women.
I know, so I wasn't narrowing down.
And then Hancock. Y'all need to calm down and keep his wife's name.
Charlize. Wait, it was Charlize Theron in Hancock, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was thinking of.
Where's Hancock 2 at, man? Hey,
where's
Hancock 2 at, dog?
I want that more than I Am Legend 2.
I agree.
Why can't we have my Black Superman out here that's not Superman?
I know, right?
I want drunk Black Superman.
And he was fun. He was camp.
He was out here.
Yeah, I did like drunk Superman. That was good.
And Jason Bateman was awesome.
Yes.
He was like asshole Robin.
Yeah.
He's like Jimmy Olsen, I guess. Like a Jimmy Olsen type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was good. I'm excited. I think this could be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so I'm excited for I Am Legend 2, and I'm glad they're still moving it. I'm glad to hear that they're still in production of that movie because it's glad to know that the slap didn't completely destroy all the projects in development because we have been hearing that like Bad Boys 4 is still on the road.
Yeah, Bad Boys 4 is coming.
Yeah, everything is still coming out. Now, with that being said, though, do you think that we still get Aladdin 2 with him in it?
Yeah. I just think they postponed Aladdin 2
until after a lot of these come out.
Yeah, they're gonna let this other stuff come out, and what's his name? Guy Ritchie's doing Hercules, and when Hercules is done, they'll go back and do Aladdin.
I think that's
definitely.
I think that too.
Definitely.
And by then, I think at least the normal fuckers and people out there on the planet will have forgiven Will. And I think at this point,
Really?
fucking 90% of people have anyway.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
know.
Most people have.
Here's my thing. I've never understood why people were mad.
I've never been mad.
Why do you care? Two millionaires, one of them slapped another one. Why do you care?
On stage, on camera, it was like fun.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
care more about that shit.
I mean,
than Chris Brown
granted,
beating
yes,
Will.
they were angry at each other. Sure, I get it, but it's like, look at that. Have you never gotten angry and hit somebody? I've done it.
Oh, like it was a fun moment. It was a cultural moment. Like he made a cultural moment. You got to watch it.
It's the same people that say "fuck around and find out" that are complaining about Will Smith doing what he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
look, Will Smith's gonna find out as soon as Chris Rock's special drops. All right.
exactly.
Okay, Will Smith is gonna get his comeuppance when the special drops because that's gonna be hilarious.
And then we'll be over it. And
then
Will's gonna put Chris and a movie together in 10 years, and we're going to forget about it.
And good. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we jump into our topic of The Last of Us, I do want to talk a little bit about Ant-Man. I will be very spoiler free, just so just cause.
And to lay the foundation, I have not seen it. Lila has not seen it, but BC, you have seen it.
Yes,
so Lila and I are only going to be talking about it in the reference of what we've heard, and BC will be giving actual thoughts that actually matter.
I will tell you this: I enjoyed it. It's a very fun movie. All right, it's a fun. It is a Marvel movie. That's what it is. It is a Marvel movie, and if you're expecting something different, you're not going to get it. Quantumania is definitely, and it's not even really an Ant-Man movie. It's definitely more of a Kang movie, and that's what this thing was for. This was to really introduce us to how badass Kang can be and why he is a threat. There are some dumb things in it. I think it was really missing T.I. and David Dastmalchian. I can't say his last name. And Michael Pena. It really lacked them. There's a very weak finish. It goes into our normal Marvel red lasers fighting blue lasers and everything's going crazy CGI fest, while there is a fisticuffs going on between our main characters. So it is a Marvel movie. You cannot go to this and not expect a Marvel movie. There were some ways to make it better, and there were some ways that it could have been worse. So it's middle of the road. If you're mad at it, I think people need to calm down. It's just another Marvel movie.
Well, you know what? I think I'm tired of hearing that, to be honest with you, dude.
Yeah.
Because
but you also have to take an aspect. Let
me say my point.
Remember this though, when you're talking about this.
Okay.
This comes from the era of what's his name that was quantity over quality.
I get it.
So
I get it.
Go on.
I get it. No, I hear all that. Now listen. I'm all for a fair playground on reaction and pointing blame. However, I am a fan of all fandoms, except for Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Those are the ones I'm not. But Star Wars, DC, Marvel.
He loves Twilight.
Twilight, I'm here for it. I saw all those bitches open at night. What's up? We out here, cuz.
Wow.
Yeah, dog, we out here. I'm thugged, but I'm ticklish. You understand? So listen, we out here.
That motherfucker said I'm a thug, but I'm ticklish.
Dog. And here's my issue. Because the loudest fans on the internet to tell other fans that their movies suck are Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel fans are the first one to go on every other fandom shit. You be talking to DC movie that we like. Marvel comes in. Marvel fans are Cowboys fans. Not you, BC, but you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you mean, and I think you need to tread lightly going forward. Tread lightly going forward, Mr. I can't win the big game. Go ahead.
But we won one.
Oh, stop living in the past, bitch.
All right. So anyway, back to the Marvel thing. So here's my issue. Since Endgame, Multiverse of Madness been decent. Far From Home, really good. Then you had fucking, what else came out that has been just piss fucking poor? Thor's come out. All these damn TV shows have been piss fucking poor. We need to fucking keep it a buck. There's been 11 or 12 projects since Endgame ended that have been nothing but trash to average. And what I'm tired of hearing, I'm just ranting. You gotta let me go on this.
I'm with you on this. I'm going.
They've been trash to average. But yet, every single time, there's some amount of saying, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. There's always these excuses that are brought in to make people want to say, well, don't worry about this one. Wait until the next one. When my issue with it is when DC has been putting together the blocks, or at least they've been hitting, at least in more my opinion, better movies and projects recently in the run, they still have to be dogged down because they're quote-unquote DC and Marvel is better. When the past 2 years, all Marvel projects except for Miss Marvel have been great. They've been just fucking lackluster. Marvel to me, and I'm trying to hold my point because I love Jonathan Majors so much, and I want to go into this movie because I heard it was Star Wars into Marvel, and to me, I don't know how that can be bad. But I hear he's great, so this is my issue with him.
It's not bad. It's just it's a Marvel movie. Whatever you expect from a Marvel movie.
Excellence is what I expect from a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It is. But, I'm sorry, dude. It is. When you have Captain America Civil War come out, then you have Guardians of the Galaxy come out, then you have Black Panther come out, then you have Infinity War come out. When you hit 1,000 every single time, and you use it as ammunition to shit on other fandoms, you know what, Marvel fans? Fuck you, bro. Because this is what you guys fucking get. I'm glad you guys are sliding. I'm glad you guys are sliding right now because y'all be shit on everybody else's fandoms, and it's hard for you guys to enjoy anything. So I'm glad this is happening, and I hope y'all figure it out. Because right now, no one's going to be going to Marvel movies soon.
No. Well, I felt that was going to happen after Endgame. I knew this was going to happen. I knew once they killed off Tony Stark, it was kind of the beginning of the end. Especially for like people who grew up with that. They were like, okay, new era, that's fine. The new era has to like compare to the old era to enjoy it. And I don't feel you can really compare any movie that's come out in the newish era to like Iron Man 1 or Civil War or Infinity War. Like I can't name a Marvel movie I've like thoroughly enjoyed in recent, like I've been like, whoa, that was so fun. Besides Spider-Man. That was the only one. But I feel like he's not even really completely Marvel. Like I feel like he's like slightly detached from the MCU, but also like still in it. Like I don't know, because it took so long to get him in there. He's never really felt
the
MCU
words you were looking for was it was a Sony movie that had a Marvel MCU character in it.
Yeah,
that was the difference. Far From Home was a Sony produced movie, and it's sad that the best movie to come out of Phase 4 was a Sony movie, not a Marvel movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I wish
Far From Home is Phase 3.
Far From Home is Phase 3.
It's the last movie of Phase 3. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. It was the tagline of Phase 3. It was the intro to Phase 4. Phase 4 began with what? WandaVision.
Black Widow.
So Black Widow thing.
Which was fine. Mid.
Trash.
Yeah, but okay.
Trash.
Here's
the thing. Man, why do we pull our punches on Marvel movies? Why do we do that?
No. Let me ask you this. Let me point this out. Phase 1.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
Fun.
I liked Iron Man. I liked Incredible Hulk. I loved Incredible Hulk.
Yes, you did. But can you honestly tell me that the general audience enjoys Incredible Hulk? No.
Dude, there's been trash. Bro,
listen. Hey, I let you go. I let you go. Look, just let me point out a point.
I got you.
The general audience considers Hulk terrible. Iron Man 2 terrible. Most people don't like Thor. Most people don't like the first Avengers. All right? That leaves you with Iron Man and Avengers in Phase 1. All right?
Really?
Phase 2. Phase 2.
No, you gotta stop.
No one likes Iron Man 3.
I can't let you roll past that. You can't say most people don't like the Avengers.
People don't like the Avengers.
I said that most people liked Avengers and Iron Man 1. Those are the
okay. Me and Lila both heard you say most people don't like the Avengers.
So I
said most people don't like the first Avenger. Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. I was like,
the way you just said it sounded like you were talking about Avengers.
My bad.
I was like,
no. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's
We need a
most people
clarification.
do not like the Captain America, the First Avenger. So that leaves you with 2 films in Phase 1 that are generally liked. Phase 2, most people, including myself, don't like Iron Man 3. No one likes Thor: The Dark World. Everyone loves Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy. Age of Ultron gets a lot of hate. Ant-Man is always thought of a middle-of-the-road movie. All right, so again, leaves you with only 2 films in Phase 2 that are good. Now, Phase 3 knocked everything out of the park, with the exception of probably Captain Marvel. Guardians 2 has its subtractors, but for the most part, Phase 3 knocked it out of the park.
Boom.
Phase 4, you look at
Trash.
Shang-Chi, people liked.
Oh,
No
yeah.
Way Home,
I forgot about
people
Shang-Chi.
liked.
I like Shang-Chi.
And Wakanda Forever, most people liked. Really, in Phase 4 of the movies, it's only Thor: Love and it's 50-50 because it's Thor: Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange, Eternals, and Black Widow that people don't like. Now throw the shows in there, and those are definitely all hit and miss. All right, so there are situations that there are always Marvel movies that are not as good. Always, okay.
I got to disagree with you. I had to disagree with you.
I literally just pointed out to you how most of the movies don't have the best.
I disagree with you because I think most people don't even realize that Incredible Hulk is a part of the MCU.
Not at all.
That's the point. You don't even know one of your movies.
That's a distribution point. And like I said, I'm not even the one to give excuses for Marvel, but I am giving it that one.
But that's what I'm saying here is like, look, there are movies in the MCU that are not that good of movies, but the overarching story and everything involved with the MCU, I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work. But there are stuff in Quantumania that works. Just like with most DC movies that I don't like, there are things that work. All right. I hate BVS. I hate BVS with a passion. But God damn it, when it is just Batman on screen, God, I love those fucking scenes.
I love that movie too. What I'm trying to get at, and I'm not disagreeing with you, man. I'm not at all. But what I am saying is, in the grand scheme of things, Marvel gets a pass. Marvel gets a pass a lot. Marvel gets a pass a lot, bro. And that's what I'm trying to get at.
I think we are getting to a point because even me coming out goes, okay, this is the one that now it's starting to feel like generic cookie cutter. And I think that has to do with, because it literally is same thing as Shang-Chi. Because one of the only faults of Shang-Chi, that third act when it becomes blue lasers versus red lasers.
Yeah, exactly.
This kind of does that exact same thing. Sure. You know? So that's why I started going, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what they were doing. So now that we have new people in charge, let's start fixing
to make it right again.
Yeah, instead of it's because we're not tanking, all right. But I think it is a steady decline.
Exactly, I think it's a steady decline into tanking,
and we're not into the point that I'm like, oh, screw Marvel yet. But we are at the point that I'm like, okay,
I'm not at that point either.
Now I'm starting to worry because I didn't like Moon Knight. I didn't like.
The difference between me and you, BC, is I started worrying a little bit earlier.
You did. You started worrying earlier.
I started worrying a little bit earlier. Me and you are saying the same exact thing. I'm not trying to say that I want Marvel movies to fit. I love these movies, and honestly, I like these movies more than a lot of other people. You're the same way.
Yeah.
I was noticing it early. This shit ain't right.
See, and then the problem is Ant-Man. There's a lot of opportunity in this movie to go one direction and be a very deep and emotional film. Like there is something with Cassie that has to do with childhood trauma, and they touch on it about, because when Wasp attacked him, there's a line where she's like, a guy dressed as a bee tried to kill me when I was 6. I've never had an okay life. And I'm like, oh my God, are they going to touch on this trauma with her? And they do. They touch on it, but they don't steer into it, and they should have steered into it. But I do like that they touch on the trauma of her, of what she has gone through.
Jay Oliveira said, "Let Lila talk a bit as well." Damn, the chat's going crazy. By the way,
that's always going to happen. So,
he always gonna vote for me.
You can talk whatever you want, Lila.
Cheers from New England, Jay. That's what's up.
I'll say the chat's going crazy. Oh shit. Well, thanks, Jay. I wasn't really ready to talk, but I agree with. I agree with both of y'all. I agree with both of y'all.
I hate shit like that, man. Because it's just she doesn't talk.
I talk. I just don't want to interrupt. But I agree because I just agree with both of y'all. But I honestly started worrying I don't know when you started wearing Lindo, but I started wearing with the TV shows. Just the announcement of TV shows, I was like, here we fucking go, because I knew they were going to be lower quality. I truly only believe the two good TV shows, and this is like a hot take, but are WandaVision and the Winter Soldier and
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier. Thank you.
Wow.
I really believe those are two. I honestly believe the Falcon and Winter Soldier is one of the best Marvel shows. Like that's
Wow.
yeah, and that's like a hot take. Apparently, I really don't know.
It's really weird.
It's
I
not
don't
a
know
hot
why.
take. It's not a popular take.
Not at all. Like I've fought for that show because everyone was like, it's boring, it's slow. And I'm like,
let's see season
y'all
2.
don't get it. I was like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand. I'm fighting for Sam right now in these comments. I always fought for Sam in my comments, but yeah, that's when I started. After Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's when I started wearing. I was like, these aren't like. I was excited for Loki. I didn't like Loki that much. Like I feel like they know what the fandom wants, but they also don't. I hate when you play into fandom, but
Yeah.
you're not in it, so you don't really know what's going on. That's like what I'm sorry to bring up Harry Potter, but that's literally what J.K. Rowling does. She tries to play into the fandom, but she doesn't know the book she wrote. Like she doesn't know what the fans have taken of the content and made it into. And I feel that happened with Loki.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best thing ever. I love this. Fredtastic314 said, "I saw it, and Marvel took a home run swing and hit a double. Not what they were going for, but still a good result. I love that. That is an awesome. That is perfect. That is on point.
I want to be known that, like I said, I'm not talking or critiquing about Antman because I haven't seen it yet. Therefore, that would be an incorrect assumption. I'm really talking about what the product has been. Lately, there has been a lot of excuses being made for these piss poor projects. Okay? Marvel at one point was doing great. There's a difference now. Yeah. To ignore the fact that there is a difference now is wrong.
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
But I do think they are going to right the ship.
Sure. And I hope that they do
now that I think they're moving back to quality.
I hope they do.
Over quantity.
I hope so. Because that's what I feared with the shows. I was like, that's cool and all, but I don't want a Marvel TV show. I want a Marvel movie. That's the point of a Marvel
But no,
movie.
here's the thing. You can do good TV shows because DC has shown you can do really great shows like Doom Patrol. You can make these shows work, and WandaVision and Loki have worked. The issue with Phase 4, in my opinion, just has been a total disregard or a total lack of understanding about what type of movie needs to be put on screen.
Yeah.
And you can put the comedy stuff on TV, and I think it wouldn't matter, but I think that we are so used to that realistic tone that like the Russo brothers gave us. Right?
Yeah.
Because I think we could both agree that Phase 1 and Phase 2 were a little bit hit or miss, right? Because I don't think that they really understood their tone yet. Phase 3 is really where they got into their stride. They got into their stride. And that was mainly because of the framework that the Russos put into it. That does not seem to be the case anymore. There seems to be like there's a lot of new blood coming in to produce and direct and write and make these movies that may not have the experience that they need to do it, or at least the understanding of how to make these movies work when it comes to live action.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's just because that they're doing too much too fast.
Yeah, exactly, because they're also hiring people that, because writer rates are really low. Like you don't get paid shit as a writer on a TV show. So they're hiring like bad writers. Like they're hiring people who aren't experienced or have like connections in the industry. Like someone's kid wants to direct this Marvel film. Okay, sure, go for it. Wants to produce a Marvel film, go for it. Like I feel like Marvel has lost its like I feel like anyone can be in a Marvel movie now. You know what I mean? And I don't
the magic's gone.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's exclusive. Because like why was Harry Styles in a Marvel movie? Like I know that was like an off-part thing, but like why was he? But why was he there? Like, he's not a good actor. Like, that's like, I know why you put him there. And I don't like that. Like, that's not a Marvel thing to do. That's like, you're trying to get money right now. It's too transparent for me. Like, I get it. Sure, that's fun and funky. I guess he's a bad actor. Like, don't hire him.
Again, I think that was the old regime. And now that we're kind of getting things, we're trying to right the ship. I think things, and also you have to throw an aspect is a lot of this was being created during a insanely crazy global pandemic.
Exactly.
COVID,
Yeah.
JPEG.
Yeah.
We have two very high polarizing things at play here, and that's all well and good. And I think we can both give it a little bit of a break for that. I just think that it's kind of weird how when it comes to these other movies, and I'm gonna say even Star Wars is under such pressure to be great every single time, and whenever movies is somewhat average to even above average, it's critiqued on such a heavy level because it's not like a Marvel movie, whatever it may be. And I just feel like though Marvel movies have been sliding, they just are getting passes that no other fandoms are getting.
I think we need to get to a point that we can go, hey, a movie is not terrible or fantastic. All right. There are many layers of where films can fall on the, some of them can be mid-level, some of them can be okay, but either way, let's get into The Last of Us because that's been on for
Jay Oliveira. He put in there, he said, Quantumania had a lot of room to work with because of the greatness of Jay Majors, right? Take him out that movie and someone else playing Kang, that movie would be like a C-. With him, it's a B+.
I completely agree. And I think a B+ is a good grade for it. I think B+, maybe a B. But yeah, I think it is a very good assessment. So
fair enough. All
right, so let's jump over to The Last of Us, which has been, what are we on now? Episode 4 or 5? What is tonight?
We're tonight 6. Tonight is 6.
Tonight is 6. So we're 5 episodes into The Last of Us. We haven't really talked about it much. We talked a little bit about how it's a very faithful adaptation, but that's really about it. What are you guys thinking about The Last of Us?
Loving it. It's a very faithful adaptation. I remember being obsessed with this game. I could never play it because I didn't have a PlayStation, and it's PlayStation exclusive. It's coming to PC though, so I'm very excited to actually play it. But I've watched so many gameplays of it. I've watched countless behind the scenes, the motion track. I was obsessed with this shit, and I was so worried when they were gonna make it into a live action because video game adaptations always fall flat. But this was such a story heavy game. I had hope. And I also really like Pedro Pascal. I don't think he would ever let anything bad happen like that. I have a lot of faith in him. But
I'm gonna say something weird. And most people, I like him much more in this in Last of Us than I do as Mando.
I think he's doing great in this.
Yeah. Look, I love his voice. I love his voice for Mando, but anytime he takes off the helmet, it takes me out of the show. I'm like, no, you're not. Exactly. You're not Mando. But when I see him in The Last of Us, I'm like, oh, this is your character. You are this person.
The casting for this was also phenomenal. I just want to pat them on the back for casting because I was really scared who they were going to cast for Elle. Because if y'all don't know, they stole Elliot Page's face for the
game. Yes.
Oh yeah, I do know about that.
They stole her face.
Yeah,
I thought she was a model for it.
There was a no.
They stole Ellen Page's. Yeah, they stole Ellen Page's face. Essentially, they were like.
Lawsuit involved, Lila?
I feel he's very don't talk to me about this. It really pisses him off.
Really?
Yeah, it stole his likeness essentially.
Wow.
And he also was doing a different game at the time. Ellen Page was in a different story-based game like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And that game, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, obviously, because they dropped at the same time, and no one played the game that Ellen Page was actually in.
Oh, that's
no. So Elliot Page is I really fucking don't like that. Don't bring that shit up to me. That really pissed me off. And rightfully so, he's rightfully pissed. But I was really scared who they were gonna cast. And I was like, I don't want them to look too much like Elliot. That would be weird. And I don't think Bella Ramsey looks like Ellie at all, but she still looks like Ellie. Yeah. So I was very pleased with that casting. I was definitely pleased with Pedro Pascal. That was a great choice. It's great writing. It's also really good writing.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying it, man.
Me too.
I'm having a lot of fun watching this.
It's great to see it and to then compare it to shots from the game because they've done exact shots.
And that's what's really entertaining me is I've never played the game. I don't know jack shit about the game other than dude walks around with little chick. Like
I'm
that's
trying to
all
avoid
I
game
know.
spoilers as much as I can because I don't even want to play the game until I get through.
Bro, the ending of that last episode.
It was
Tough.
when
Did not know that was coming, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah. So Lila, you've played the game,
Spoilers.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you haven't watched 4 or 5 yet.
I was gonna say, but I believe
Where
spoilers.
where 5 ended, spoilers. Where
Yeah.
5 ended was
Henry died.
Henry dies. Right?
Yes.
And he dies in what I'm being told is the same way as the game. Okay?
Yes.
So
He did
right in
really.
front of Ellie and right in front of Joel.
Right
Right in front of Pedro. Right? He shoots his brother and then that's the thing.
Yeah. Intense.
Can I say what I really like about this series?
No,
Is
you can't.
that besides doing that's awesome. Besides doing just the conventional game adaptation, and this might be why I think that the game resonated so well. They're handling a lot of really heavy topics really, really well. A lot of heavy topics. Season 3, we had even though it's weird to say it's still controversial, we had a gay relationship in episode 3. But the way that story played out was fantastic.
Oh,
Beautiful.
This one we have self-deletion. And it makes sense. Right? Everything that they do in this show makes sense. There's so much time. There's so much care. I like that they made a change with the brother in episode 5. And what you don't know, Lila, is that in episode 5 they make a change to Henry's little brother Sam. And unlike the game, he in the show he's deaf. He's a deaf character.
I saw that on.
Right.
I followed it on Tumblr.
So and so he's not deaf in the video game. They just made that an adaptation in the show.
I love the changes they're making to the show.
To make him more reliant on his brother, right? So it's kind of like that makes Henry more of a you have to do this for your kid brother, and in that way the impact at the end when you find out what he did ultimately against this new character they introduced. And by the way, they do introduce a new character. Her name is Kathleen.
Yeah,
Kathleen or something.
I believe it. Yeah.
Right, and they're fleshing out a little bit of the backstory, but other than that, man, they're touching on so many heavy topics, and they're doing it so well, and they're doing it so without it lighting on the topic. They're doing it with such grace. They're making it about the story. The story was matters first. When I hear James Gunn talking about he wants to make DC care about the stories, this is what I'm talking about. Make it about the story. And they're doing such a beautiful job at writing this thing. I don't feel like it's being rushed.
No.
I don't feel like it's being slow. It's a weird thing. We have a season 1, episode 8 is a finale, or episode 9 is a finale.
I believe 9. I believe it's got 9 episodes.
We have 3 episodes left, and this is one of a few shows where I'm not waiting for a finale. Even when I was watching The Boys, I was like, I can't wait for episode 8 or episode 9 for the finale. I'm just taking this week by week, and I'm just digesting it the way that they're presenting it, and that to me is why I think this show works.
Exactly.
This show is a well-paced show. It's a well-written show. It's well-acted. I'm floored by it, and I hate to say that I like this more than Flaming Dragons.
1000%.
I like this more than Flaming Dragon.
Oh, that's an easy one. That's 1000% so easy. I love the changes they've made to the show because in the game, I don't believe Bill is canonically.
Hey Jay, you gotta be careful on the spoiler tip, dog. We drop spoilers, man. But there's no spoiler review. There's no non-spoiler reviews over here.
Oh shit!
Jay knows that though.
Oh shit! Sorry, Jay.
Jay knows that. Nah, Jay knows that. We don't do no non-spoilers over here.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you. Yeah, because apparently it's hinted at in the game that he was gay.
It's hinted at, but hinted, and it's like I would say it wasn't like okay. Well, actually, it probably was like really on the nose because Ellie finds one of Bill's porn magazines, and it's just gay porn. So like I would say that's pretty on the nose, being like, "Hey, he's gay," but like it's never hinted that him and
Bill have a really intimate relationship.
Yeah, that they're together. It's hinted that they were very close. Bill actually killed himself in the game.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, no, I was going to say he killed himself, and I just forget his name. Bill and what?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, Ted.
Okay, Ted. Bill, like Ted finds him, and and he finds him
That's
with
my boy.
Ellie.
Frank, Bill and Frank.
Frank. Wait! I mixed him up. Frank kills himself, and Bill finds him, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like he has a adverse reaction, but like also like he's a seasoned survivalist. Like he's like, "Oh shit,
So
no,
what I
my
could gather,
friend."
DC, don't mean to cut you off, Lila, but
That's okay.
DC in the game, Bill has much more of a presence as like
Yeah.
being a partner with Joel in the game.
Yeah, with
So
like Joel
so
and
the fact
Ellie.
that they ended his arc in that episode was a very big departure from what was in the game. So as we've been talking about as this being a true adaptation, that was when they made their biggest departure. But
And it
I
didn't
thought
hinder
was
it at
done
all.
beautifully.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys this as those who have played it, and I know this is a much different thing as the fungus aspect of the creature things.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like that change?
It's the same thing in the game.
It's
Oh, I heard it was different. How it-
no.
It's
I
not
thought it was-
airborne. It's not airborne.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not airborne, but
It's not airborne.
I personally didn't find that
It
as
makes it make sense
yeah.
for the TV show.
I was gonna say it doesn't hurt it as much as I thought. I was originally they were like, we're not gonna do like practical effects. Like they were. I remember that being a big thing with everyone in The Last of Us. They were like, what the fuck? You have to do practical effects for this fungus growing out of it. And I think they did phenomenal
They
work with
did a
the
great
makeup.
job with it.
I was gonna say, thank God.
And honestly, the way that they do it in the game, if they were to translate that to the screen, BC, a lot of the characters would have to walk around in those damn air masks.
Yeah.
They paid homage to it in episode 3 with Bill. When Bill finally comes out of the house, at first he has the breathing apparatus on. That's the homage to the game.
Yeah.
Because it was airborne spores as opposed to like the tentacles and stuff that you can get from touching it and grazing it and stuff. But I also like the way that they changed it because now you can talk about the hive mind. The hive mind with like the things in the ground, and they alluded to that in episode 2, I believe.
Yeah.
When they had all the people coming after him because of the way that they touched on one part of the ground and it connects to somewhere half a mile down the road.
I will say the way they explained that was a little convoluted. Me and my friend had to rewind it
That's
twice.
a real thing.
Get it.
That's how fungus work in real life.
I was gonna say we had to rewind it twice to get it because Tess didn't really explain it that well.
It was a little funky how
Yeah,
she explained that.
she was
sure.
like, if you do this, like they'll start coming, and we were like, why? Like we had to like
Yeah,
rewatch
that's-
it twice because she was just like being kind of matter of fact with it, and I was like, I don't live there, Tess. I don't know what's going on.
But I just need to say, like, the way that this show is done, and I know there's a lot of complaints about Bella Ramsey as
For
Ellie,
no
but
reason.
for no
Why?
reason. And honestly, because I'll say this.
I will say, you know what I like?
Here's
I
the
love
complaint.
that I have an algorithm now that filters out negativity because I didn't know
Sure,
anyone was hating on
want you to-
Bella Ramsey.
Well, it's not that they're hating on Bella Ramsey. They thought that Bella Ramsey was portraying the character a little bit differently than how the character is done in the game.
And she's like,
And
not.
the complaint that they have is that she's more acting like Ellie from game 2 than Ellie from game 1. And that was mainly in the first 2 episodes. I would argue that the last 2 episodes, 4 and 5, show more of an Ellie that more or less goes in line with the first game. Okay. So that's the thing, is when you know how Ellie in the first episodes is more like rough and tough, like fuck this, fuck that, like blah 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 blah, like she's a rider type of a deal.
Yeah.
That's not Ellie until game 2.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of people's initial thing, like, well, is she doing kind of Ellie from game 2 kind of a thing? So that is where some people had some concerns. I have not heard that complaint since episodes 4 and 5. Okay.
They were mean to that little girl for like no.
I think it was a fair criticism.
Oh
honestly.
yeah, no, that's a fair criticism, but I feel like they were using that criticism to just like be mean to her because like she is a little different looking, so like they were bullying her. They bullied her since she got the role, if I'm being honest, because a lot of people wanted Elliot.
They wanted Elliot Page, right?
For some reason. Like that's not a grown ass man. Like he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
One, you stole his old face, and 2, that's a little girl. Why do you want a man to play a little girl? Like it was weird. It pissed me off. I get mad when people talk like really harshly on Bella's portrayal, and I'm not saying you did that or the criticisms weren't in the first 2 episodes, especially. I can see it, but when they're just like unnecessarily rude about it, I'm like, she's like being the character. Like I don't know if y'all have seen it, but like that's what that little girl acts like she acts like a teenage girl.
Bella's the reason I'm watching this because she is so much fun to watch. I love this.
She's so much fun. I think she's a great.
I think she's one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones. Well, when she was on her very few scenes, she stole every scene she was in.
I think Bella Ramsey's dope. Like she's so fun.
I definitely liked her character because I'll say this: the first few episodes, Ellie, I was kind of trying to figure out what I liked about her because I couldn't really figure out what I liked. But episodes 4 and 5, I really liked the character Ellie. Okay, so I don't know what I know that she doesn't look like the character from the game. That's a stupid reason to hate somebody for something because it's a fucking animated person. Someone wrote it to look like something. You're not going to find someone that genetically features the way that someone's going to look. That's a stupid complaint. Get over it. Let's just steal their face. But
which
I definitely felt that in the first 2 episodes that not having played the game before, I felt that it was more Ellie's story than Joel's. Yeah. And I felt that that wasn't the way that I was sold the show. And I felt like I was sold the show that it was Joel kind of being the protagonist. When really it feels like Joel's more of a person that's reacting to the things around him. And Ellie's actually the antagonist. And I felt that in the first episodes. So I can see where where that complaint lied with that respect. Yeah. But like I said, these past 2, these past 3, I mean, to me, they're hitting 1,000, and really, it's episode 2 to me was the worst in my opinion.
Episode 2 was pretty,
but that's me saying I'll give it a 92 out of 100.
Literally, I was gonna say, but it was still a good episode. Like I still watched it. I watched it happily.
Yeah, it's like me saying I think Christopher Nolan, like Interstellar, is Christopher Nolan's worst movie in my opinion,
and it's still a great
I still think it's great. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
But I loved it. I loved it. What are your thoughts, man? What are you loving?
Relapse is Eminem's worst album, but it's still better than most
Boom!
other albums.
Thank you. Exactly. I would argue Encore, but yes.
I see where you're at.
Encore.
Yeah.
Encore was the greatest hits album.
I love Encore.
No, I'm sorry. No, that was Curtain Call.
Oh, Wait. Curtain Call, yeah.
They honestly,
I'm going to get my girl. No. 1 Shot, 2 Shot was on Encore.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, calm down a lot.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving my Sunday nights because right now my Sunday nights go. I watch full episode of Full House with my niece.
Oh,
nice. And then she goes to bed, and I get to watch Last of Us, followed by an episode of Game of Thrones. I'm going week by week rewatching Game of Thrones.
Full House, one of top 5 TV dads ever.
Oh,
I love Full House. Love every father on that show.
Hell yeah.
We got to rank our top 5 TV dads.
We do.
That would be good. Yeah.
We do. Top 5 TV moms.
Oh my god. Oh wait, what? We got to rank top MILFs.
TV mom.
Top MILFs? TV MILFs. That's a Lando Project specialty right there.
That is what we got to do.
Yeah, number 1, Halle Berry.
Yes.
Number 2,
Lois Griffin.
What was Lois Griffin?
Lois Griffin. Number 3, Dexter's mom. What's up?
Oh, Dexter's
mom.
What's up?
There's no reason for her to be that bad.
Dexter's mom was thick.
No.
Miss Incredible.
Miss Incredible.
Yeah. Nah, man. And then you gotta include Mom from Fresh Prince.
Oof.
Which one?
You got Aunt Viv.
Which one?
Dark skin.
Oh, I got light skin. I'm light skin, Aunt Viv.
Nah, I'm dark skin dancing in the college course. Aunt Viv. That's my girl. Now light skin Aunt Viv, she's special too. Hey, what's up, Bruce? Brucey, today's your birthday too.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Happy birthday, Lando.
Yeah, Happy birthday, Lando.
I hope you have a very enjoyable day.
Was Hulk a MILF?
No, that was that's my buddy Josh. He just decided to yell Hulk for some reason, which I always appreciate because he's yelling Hulk because I'm wearing "What you gonna do, brother?" with the Hulkamania.
Lila, do you have a favorite wrestler?
A favorite wrestler?
Have you watched any wrestling ever?
Not when I was doing the Rewind recast and BC would cast John Cena, I would watch I had to get really long compilations of John Cena because there's not just a single clip of him talking shit. Yeah. So I really like John Cena because I've watched a lot of his compilations trying to get a good clip.
That's awesome.
That's wild. What is there anything else for us to talk about?
I think that's about it. I think we're wrapping for the week.
I think we are.
Or are we still on? Are you still running every other week? Lando, let us know what's going on the channel.
So yeah, currently right now, guys. So you guys have some questions about the channel. So here's what's going on. Right now, we're going to be running one episode every 2 weeks until we get to about April. Okay, April, May, we're going to be coming back full time. So here's what's going on. I have a baby at the house. He takes a lot of my time. People are busy. But April and May, we're going to be gearing up. We're going to be making a new expansion to the show, making a lot of big changes. Okay, but right now, next week, we're going to be taking the week off, but then we'll be back to Sunday after. So every 2 Sundays, every other Sunday, we'll be running shows.
Love that.
So, but it's my birthday.
It's Lando Day,
and I love it. I love it. I love it, and I love these guys, and I love you guys.
I'm really disappointed. You have a present on its way. I was hoping it would get there before today, but apparently it has not arrived yet. So
is it a big old pile of shit?
It is.
It
is a bag of gummy dicks. I figured you would enjoy that.
I can't wait to open them. Hey, bud. Want to say hi to everybody? You're on camera, buddy.
Hi, Bruce.
Oh, look at the goodest boy.
Look at him go.
Mm-hmm. That's my boy. Well, guys, this has been the Lando Project. Thank you guys for joining in. Lila, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at LilaBility with 2 Y's on Instagram and TikTok, and Lila's on Twitter. I don't use it, but you can follow me there if you want.
And Mr. BC.
Oh, you can find me everywhere on the grind calls, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Hell, you can go follow me on the Hive. I don't know how it works, but it's over there. As well, you can find me on the Mad Titan podcast every single Monday.
And you can find me at the Lando Project on all the social medias out there. Lando Payne on Instagrams, blah, 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 blah. You know what it is.